This is so unnecessary. Do you know what? I don't want to go into it. I said I will not rant. I will not rant during this vlog. Good morning, you guys. I've had a very stressful morning. I'm very like upset because all my plans are basically just scattered. Sorry, this is a horrible way. This is a horrible note on which to start the vlog. Let's try that again. Hi guys, I'm in Nigeria. I'm here for my call to bar ceremony. Now let's get back to business. I'm so upset because I have 1,000,001 things to do and I can't do them because my car papers have expired and I can't drive my car. This is editing rookie coming in with a bit of a clarification. So the car I'm referring to in this video isn't the car I used to drive on a daily basis when I was in Nigeria. It's a different car. Basically, without going into too much detail, I used to do a small car hire business when I was in Nigeria. So this car in particular, I had never actually driven it before. It was just being used for car hire, but it was returned like a couple of weeks before I came back. So I was going to like drive the car for the 2 weeks I was in Nigeria. But then I realized that there was no spare tire. You know, the usual things in the car, the spare tire, fire extinguisher, the triangle and whatnot. Literally nothing was there. And then I realized the car papers had expired. So, you know, it's actually a big issue, like very shady, but you know, we don't need to go into details. All you need to know is that I wasn't aware of all these issues with the car because I hadn't been driving it. So I had to basically put it in order before driving the car. It's annoying because I can't drive the car in its current condition. And for those who don't know, like the public transport system in Nigeria is not great. So if you're not driving, you have to take a taxi. And I usually use Bolt or Uber, but they're all declining the ride. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. They're all declining the ride. And if I want to take a proper taxi, that means I have to trek under this hot sun. And like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that because by the time I walk for 5 minutes, I'm going to be drenched in sweat. That's literally not an option for me. So I'm literally stranded right now. I'm upset. Oh my God. I have 1,000,001 things to do. I need to go to law school to do my clearance. Like, that's another stress on its own. I don't even want to talk about that because I can already anticipate how stressful that's going to be. If you watched my vlog from bar one, you know how administration in law school is just the worst thing ever because you have to do so many repetitive tasks and whatnot. And I have to do all of these this week or else I'm not getting called to the bar next week, Wednesday. And now I can't even go because for me to go to Buari by public transport, it would cost a lot of money compared to just driving there. And even apart from that, I would be willing to pay, but then I literally can't even get a ride right now. And I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk under the hot sun. So that's one thing. Then I also need to get my wig and gown for my ceremony. I need to do a photo shoot. I need to do my hair. Oh my God. I'm so stressed. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I should just go and do my hair first because that's like the only thing I can do right now. I'm going to keep trying Bolt and hoping that I find a driver so that I can get my hair done. And then maybe by the time I fix all the issues in my car, I can drive tomorrow. But yeah, that's it. See you later. Guys, I don't know how the lighting is here, but I want to do this outro before I go into the house because once I go in, I'm just gonna eat and sleep. But yeah, today was something. Like, can you see the tiredness in my eyes? I am bloody tired. I went to get my hair done, not like proper done, okay, this is a wig, right? But I just did like simple cornrows underneath my hair, and it took so long. I don't know why. Like, I wasn't expecting it to take that long. I did that, and then I got my wig treated, and from there I went to Brunt and Montgomery, the Abuja store, to get my wig and gown. Well, not get my wig and gown, to order my wig and gown. I don't know why I was under the impression that I would just go there and pick it up, but apparently you have to order it and then it's custom made to your size, which makes more sense. I don't know why I didn't think that was gonna happen. So I'm glad that I went there today, actually, because they have to make it and apparently ship it from Lagos, and it takes about 2 days for that to happen. Today is already Tuesday, and they said it will get here latest by Friday. So I've booked my photo shoot for Saturday, and I need to print some stuff that like my invitation card for my call to bar reception and some souvenirs for the ceremony. So it's going to be really, really tight. I'm glad I didn't wait until like later this week. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten it in time to do my printing. Anyway, when I got back home, I saw that my car was finally ready. They had renewed the car papers, bought the spare tire and all the car essentials that I needed to drive. And I was like, okay, let me take this car for a test drive. And yo, I don't know how I've forgotten how to drive. Like, I've literally forgotten how to drive because it's been 3 months. And I mean, okay, it's not like, let me not be dramatic. It's not like I've forgotten how to drive. It's just my hand was like shaky. Like, I feel like I was switching from one lane to the other. And I was so scared to enter the road when I don't even know how to describe it. When I was driving in my estate, it was all right, even though I was still switching between lanes. But when I got on the main road, it was like, I was so scared. And I'm just like, it's been just 3 months. How could I have forgotten how to drive? Anyway, hopefully in the 2 weeks I'm here, I will get better again. But yeah, this is it for me today. I'm going to go to law school tomorrow and try not to be stressed, even though I know that's impossible, but I will try my hardest not to be stressed. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. So I'm going to law school this morning, and I'm just here at the car wash to wash my car because it's super dirty, and then I need to look for fuel. There's fuel scarcity again, as usual. Like, I don't understand how Nigeria is an oil producing country, but there's usually always fuel scarcity. Like, it's so stressful. So I have to go and look for where to buy fuel before I go to law school. And I'm sure by the time I get there, there will already be a long queue and everything. But there's literally nothing I can do. It's just to go and try as much as possible not to be stressed. I'm going to try. I don't know how possible that is, but I will try not to rant about law school and the rubbish administrative processes on this vlog. I hope I can do that. But yeah, I will see you when I'm in law school. Bye.
Solicitor, we've know the plate number now. I hear you. Mama, I'll go celebrate with you.
Yeah.
I thought now, I'm going to celebrate now.
Yeah, when I'm coming.
I believe you. I believe you. Respect.
Wow, so I am done from the bank and it took me just about 30 minutes. I am shocked. Like, law school, please surprise me today. I'm so shocked. It's not crowded at all. So my next location is the multi-purpose hall. I'm hoping that everything will just be smooth. Like, please, law school, disappoint me. Let this process be smooth. My God, I'm so happy. what a day. I wish I had finished. I wish, like, I'd gotten to the final stage. I mean, not the final stage anyway, but the final stage in law school. After that stage, I'm still supposed to go to the Supreme Court. But I was like, let me finish this stage today, and then tomorrow I'll go to the Supreme Court. But I couldn't. It's even a long story. I don't even know where to start from. But the long and short of it is that I joined the wrong queue, because my clearance date was supposed to be on Monday, but I wasn't yet in Nigeria on Monday. I got to Nigeria by like 7 p.m. on Monday, so obviously I couldn't do it on Monday. And then yesterday was when I had these car issues. And thank God I didn't come here without a car, because I would have suffered. Like, I've been driving around from one place to the other and I'm still this tired. Imagine if I'd been walking under the hot sun. I would have fainted by now. I'm not even joking. So I don't regret not coming here yesterday. But the unfortunate consequence of that is, because today is not my clearance date, because today is not my clearance date, they didn't specify where I should go to collect my certificate. So I was just there. I was like, okay, there were a list of names outside for each table to collect your certificate, but my name wasn't there. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to anyone and then tell them, yo, my name wasn't there, can you look for mine? And then when I finally I joined the queue, I waited. It was finally my turn, and then she told me, if your name is not out there, you need to go to the last table. So, and if you look at the last table, there were so many people there. I'm like, yeah, this is not me. I'm not gonna do this. At that time, my head was already banging and everything. So I just went to sit down. I'm like, okay, let me wait for this queue to go down a bit before I go and join it. I stayed there for maybe 30 minutes or even an hour. I don't think it's an hour, maybe 30 minutes. The queue was not moving. I'm like, yeah, bye, I'm done. My head is paining me. I'm tired. I'm not about to sit here for the whole day. And then it's even possible that you stay there and then they will say, yeah, we're closing, come back tomorrow. So I'd have ended up wasting my whole day there. It's currently like 2 something now, and I'm bloody done. I'm done. I'll come back tomorrow and sort it out. So yeah, exactly what I thought would happen happened. You know, it was so sad, because at first I was like, this is actually going much smoother than I thought. When I went to the bank, it took me about 30 minutes in total at the bank. When I went to the next stage at the multipurpose hall, it didn't take that long. I think it took me about an hour maybe. And then I went to the next stage at the admissions office. It took me less than 30 minutes. I was like, okay, this is good. But here is where the main stress is. There's always that one place where you will just be there for ages and nothing is moving and everywhere is so rowdy. Law school, like, this is so unnecessary. Do you know what? I don't want to go into it. I said I would not rant. I will not rant during this vlog, so I'm just gonna go. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go home. Maybe I'll go out later, maybe not, but we'll see. Anyway, see you later. Good morning. So I'm on my way to law school right now, and it's kind of early. It's about 7 something. I'll get there by like 8:20 according to my map, which is fine. Like the clearance procedure starts by 8 a.m. apparently, but I don't expect it to be crowded because I've already gone through those first few stages. I'm finally at the last stage, and the people whose clearance date is today, they wouldn't be going to that stage yet. They will have to go through all those other stages that I went through yesterday. So I don't expect the place to be crowded. The only people who will be there are the people who weren't able to complete their clearance on previous days, e.g. me. So I'm hoping that I will just go there and there will just be a few people there, and I'll do what I need to do, get my certificates, and then I need to go to the body of benchers office, which is also in the law school, to get 2 invitation cards. I'm entitled to 2 invitation cards. Then from there, I will go to the Supreme Court. I don't know what I'm supposed to do at the Supreme Court, but I suppose when I get there, I'll find out. And then I will finally be done. I hope that I can finish all of this rubbish today, because I've got other things to do. I forgot that I have an assignment due on Friday. You know, today is already Thursday. It's due tomorrow by 8 p.m. I need to get home and work on that. And then I have a program on Saturday that I need to plan for. And there's just a lot of things. I've just been running around doing all of this stuff that I forgot that I actually have other things to work on. So fingers crossed I'm able to do this in a couple of hours. But yeah, as usual, I will bring you along with me. So stay tuned. You guys, finally, I've collected my certificates. I feel like crying because, like, I didn't think I was going to get it. when I first got there, after they said it starts by 8 a.m., apparently it was a lie. It starts by 9. So I had to stay there and wait for them to let us in. And then when they finally let us in, they said the only people who should come in are those whose screening date was 26th. And mine is 28th. I was like, if I hear that, I'll go and sit down. Then by the time you call for people from 28th, the queue will already be long. Me that has been here since when? I said, it's a lie. I joined the queue. I was already ready to beg the guy. I thought he was going to say your screening date is 28th, go back. I was already ready to beg him and say, please, like, I can't, because my head will explode. Like yesterday, because of all the crowd there, my head was hurting. I can't go through that again today. But he didn't even check, he didn't even say anything about my screening dates. He just looked at my documents, dropped it, gave me my certificate, and told me to sign. I'm like, so why did you say only people from 26 should come? If I did not have sense, if I did not have sense, that's how I'll go and sit down, and I will still be there waiting for them to call for 28th. And knowing this place, they will probably just forget that they said that, and people will just be there queuing. You'll be waiting for the whole day. They will never call 28th. Nah, this place is crazy, man. Don't follow the rules. Break the rules if you want to get out of there. If not, you will suffer. Guys, can you believe I'm basically done? There was no queue at the Supreme Court. In fact, I didn't need to come here today. All I did was just to get my stuff stamped. You know, we have to do an affidavit and whatnot, so it was just to have it stamped by the Commissioner for Oaths. But we're not even submitting it yet until after the call to bar. So basically, I didn't spend a lot of time here. I don't even know that I want to go back to that law school to collect the invitation cards. Like, anyway, we'll see. I'm sure happy that I'm done. I don't know what time it is. I'll put the time on the video, but I'm happy that I'm done so early, man. Let me go home and work. Good morning. My God, look at my eyes. Why do I feel like I look sleepy? So it's almost 8 a.m. now, and I'm about to go to law school to get my invitation cards. By God's grace, it's not going to take me a long time because I'm going there super early. Get my invitation cards, then I need to go to the bank to sort something out. And I'm coming back home to finish my assignments. So those are my 3 tasks for today. Yeah.
It's 5,000 yen. You will collect.
These people want to use me and play. Yo, I've got so much gist to give. Like, when I say Bronx and Montgomery wanted to use me and play, know that I'm not kidding. And it wasn't even just Bronx and Montgomery. It's like the devil was just using different people to give me bass. And I don't even know, it feels to me like every single vlog I put out, something dramatic must happen to me. In my first week at Nigerian Law School, you saw all the dramatic things that happened to me with my medicals and everything when I thought I was finally at the last stage. In my Body of Benches vlog, my dinner vlog, you saw how I almost got kicked. In fact, not almost, I did get kicked out of the hall because of my hair. By the way, I've cut my hair again. I just realized you might not have noticed that because I didn't show in the vlog, but I cut my hair again when I was in Nigeria. Anyway, that's by the wayside. That happened to me in my dinner vlog. In my London vlog, when we traveled to London, you saw all the dramatic things that happened to us regarding our trip coming back. In my Sweden vlog, you saw how I lost my wallet and I didn't have any cash on me. I almost didn't have a valid means of payment. And now in Nigeria, this happened. So basically what happened was the last time you saw me was on a Friday, right? And you know, I told you earlier in the vlog that I had ordered my lawyer's wig and robe. So it was supposed to arrive on a Friday, and then I was supposed to have the photo shoot on a Saturday, which was the next day. But on Friday, I didn't hear anything from them. So I messaged them that, yo, what's happening? Because I booked my photo shoot for the next day. By the way, the people I ordered the wig and gown from, that's the Bronx and Montgomery, they offered a package that came with a free photo shoot, right? So the photo shoot was also linked to them. So I was like, yo, I booked the photo shoot through your service on Saturday, but I haven't received my wig and robe. So how is this going to work? And then they were like, okay, you're going to get it on Saturday now, not Friday. And I was just like, yo, this was not the agreement, because if I'm not going to get the wig and gown before Saturday, then that affects everything else. It means I can't have my photo shoots. It also means I can't print the things that I want to use for my ceremony on Wednesday. But they still said, yeah, there's nothing they can do, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get it on Saturday. So that they advised me to contact the photographer to tell him I can't make it on Saturday anymore so that I will move it to Sunday. I called the photographer and told him, before I even told him that I don't have my wig and gown yet, I told him, yo, I booked a photo shoot with you through Bronx and Montgomery. I was supposed to have my photo shoot on Saturday. He was like, oh, I'm not free on Saturday. I already told them I can't do the photo shoot on Saturday. I'm like, I don't understand. I hadn't even told him that I don't have my wig and gown yet. But he was just automatically saying I can't do Saturday. So if this hadn't happened, that's how I would have probably just gone to the location and I would have found out that he wasn't there, because nobody told me your photo shoot has been changed or anything. Meanwhile, I'd already booked this thing for Saturday. That should have been my first sign that something was wrong. But I was like, okay, whatever. Sunday works better for me anyway, so let's do Sunday instead. I asked him, can I book a specific time slot? And he said Sunday by 4 o'clock. I'm like, okay, great. So I filled the form again, the form to book the photo shoot. I filled it and put Sunday by 4 o'clock. So new plan, get the wig and gown on Saturday and have the photo shoot on Sunday. Saturday came, and I told you I had a program on Saturday already. So I was pretty much busy throughout Saturday. And when it was afternoon, by I think 2 p.m., I noticed that, I haven't still heard anything from these people. So I called them. They weren't picking up. I sent a message, nothing. I was like, okay, low-key starting to panic because, eventually I called again by 5 p.m. At this point, I was really panicking. I called by 5 p.m. and she told me that the wigs and gowns that they're bringing from Lagos would arrive that evening. So once they arrive, they're going to dispatch it to me. So I sent her my address and everything. And then at this point, I was still out, okay? So by 7 p.m., I called again, yo, what is happening? And then she told me they just arrived the office at that moment. And she was like, it's better for me to just come to the office and pick it up. So you can see how unprofessional these people are. First of all, all the whining, you get it on this day, you get it on this day, you get it on this day, we'll send it to you. Now, all of a sudden, it's better if you can come and pick it up yourself. But I wasn't able to argue. I'm like, please just give me my wig and gown, let me rest. So I left where I was, immediately went there that night or that evening and got it. And when I went there, if you see packages littered all over the place, you could tell they obviously messed a lot of people up, because obviously I wasn't the only one, right? All of us were getting called to the bar in 2 or 3 days time, and you could still see so many wigs and gowns there. I'm like, there's no way you'd be able to dispatch all of these this night. And keep in mind that other people who bought the package from them were also entitled to that photo shoot, so that means they also needed to do their photo shoot like me the next day, and yet they still hadn't gotten their wigs and gowns. I'm like, you know what, I can't shout, please just give me, let me be going. So I was happy, at least finally I've gotten my wig and gown. The only thing left now is to do my photo shoot. I thought it would be easy. I went there on Sunday by 4 o'clock. There were people there. And so I told him, hi, I called you and I booked a slot for 4 p.m. He was like, that there's no real order, that I have to wait for the people who were there before me. And then when it's my turn, he'll call me. But I should just hang around so that in case there's anybody who is not ready and they've been there since, I can just take their slot. And, I didn't argue with him, but in my mind, I'm like, I don't understand. When you book a photo shoot, you book a specific time slot. When you come, you take your picture. So what do you mean there is no order? People who were here, they have to attend to them first. Everybody's supposed to have their allocated time. When you come within your time slot, you take your picture and you go. So that should have been my second sign that, these people, they are very chaotic and disorganized. I tell you, I waited there for hours. I don't know how long exactly, but maybe 3 hours. I'm not even exaggerating. Before it was finally my turn. So we did the photo shoots. I'm like, okay, I'm not a big photo shoot person, right? But the few times I've done photo shoots, I did it in Studio 24. It's a big photo studio in Nigeria or in Abuja. And I always get my pictures the same day. So I have that mentality that once I take the picture and select the ones I want to keep, I would get them that same day. So after we took the picture and everything, I told him the ones I wanted to keep. So I asked him, when will I get it? He said on Tuesday. No, he first asked me, when is your call date? My call date was Wednesday, but I even told him it's Tuesday because I didn't want him to disappoint me. He was like, if your call date is on Tuesday, you get it on Tuesday morning. I was like, are you joking right now? Like, what? Because my call date was Wednesday, but I needed to print the stuff that I wanted to use as souvenirs for my reception. And obviously, you can't expect me to get it on Tuesday morning and start printing that same day. So I was like, I begged him that please, even if it's just one, I can get on Monday. Then you send me the rest on Tuesday morning. He said, okay, no problem. I should send him a message telling him which one I want that Monday, and then he will send the rest on Tuesday. So I was so satisfied, at least, even if it's just one picture I can use to print my stuff, that's fine. I went home, sent him a message. I even offered to pay for express service. Like, I thought maybe he wasn't prioritizing our work because we didn't pay extra for it. You know, I told you the photo shoot was included in the package when I got the wig and gown. So I'm like, okay, even if I have to pay for express service, I'm ready to do that. And he said he would try. That's just all he said. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Monday came. I sent him a message, no response. I called him. His phone was switched off. That was when I knew that I was screwed. There's this annoying thing that service providers do. I don't know if it's exclusive to Nigeria, but I've only experienced it in Nigeria. When they want to disappoint you, they can't meet a deadline, they just turn off their phone so you can't reach them. And that is so upsetting because then I can't even communicate with you. The reason I was even calling him was to tell him, you don't have to bother editing it again. Just give me the raw files. I will look for someone who can edit photos and pay them to do it for me because the guy was wasting my time. But because he turned off his phone, I couldn't even contact him. I'm like, yo. But I wasn't really panicked because he at least told me I will get the rest on Tuesday morning. So I'm like, latest Tuesday, he's going to send it to me. And I will obviously just have to like put pressure on the printing guy to please do it for me before Wednesday. Tuesday came, this guy's number was still switched off. Yo, like, this guy has some nerve, man. You have some nerve. If you can't accept a job, just say I can't do it. Because what is this? Keep in mind that I told him my call date was on Tuesday. So assuming that was actually my call date, that's how I would have done the call to bar stuff without any pictures. Like, so at that point, the photo shoot would be useless, you know, because the whole point of it is so that you get to post it on the day. And in my case, so that I could print my material and everything. So if it was actually on Tuesday, then I would have just been completely disappointed. So my mom was like, you better not wait for this guy. Just go to another studio. She told me to go to Studio 24, which is the studio I told you I was used to, that you get your pictures the same day. She told me go to Studio 24 and do another photo shoot. But like, I was just thinking that's going to be so stressful because I had called a makeup artist to do my makeup. So I had to start calling her again. I'll do my makeup again, get dressed in my wig and gown again and take the picture and everything. I'm like, okay. I put my wig and gown in my bag. I'm like, this is plan B. Plan A is to go to that guy's studio and put pressure on him. But to be fair, I wasn't even ready to like argue with anybody. Like, just give me the raw pictures. Don't edit it. Just give it to me. At least that wouldn't take time, right? So my only fear was that if I go there and he's not there, then there's literally nothing I can do because his phone is switched off. So I was just hoping. I went there. I saw him there. Listen, when I tell you my guy was chilling, like no pressure at all. He was just chilling in his office with his AC on, his phone switched off. He was editing it, taking his damn time. And I can just imagine how many other people he had disappointed. That's why he turned off his phone. So I told him, please, just give me my pictures and everything. He was like, okay, give me 10 minutes. Let me edit it and send it to you. Eventually, it took about 30 minutes, but he sent it. So basically, it was just about me being there to put pressure on him. It wasn't even a big deal that he couldn't do it or anything. And it's just crazy. It reminds me of Nigerian tailors, man. You can give them your outfit, your material, and tell them, I need it by this day. By the time you go and come back, you see that they haven't even started. You have to be there constantly putting pressure on them before they deliver. Nah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, eventually I got the pictures that Tuesday, sent it to my printing guy. He did it sharp, gave it to me on Wednesday morning. So that was the drama that happened. Obviously, when all of this was going on, I couldn't vlog because, you know, it was too chaotic. But finally, we did it. I suppose I might as well do an outro for this vlog now. So stay tuned for part 2. Part 2 is gonna involve my actual call to bar, the ceremony, and then my reception, and then the after party. So if you've reached this stage, you obviously are interested in more. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be the first to find out when part 2 drops. Bye!